What's going on, guys? So we are out here in Elkhart, Indiana at the Dealer Expo show. This is essentially where all the manufacturers, or at least most of them, come out, showcase their products to their dealership networks to show them what they can start carrying on their lots for 2025 model year. In front of me, you were looking at some really cool products from a brand that I'm not super familiar with, but I'm becoming more and more familiar with, Storyteller Overland. So this is an American, US manufactured RV built to an extreme level of quality with a ton of really amazing features. Sorry, they're still setting up behind me, so you might hear some tools in the background. But we're gonna take a look at these units and we're gonna differentiate this specific lineup from maybe some of their other models as well, because we're doing videos on a lot of these out here. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you want to get notifications and you're interested in understanding what's going on in this camper van segment. Hang tight, I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my new good friend, Captain Morgan. That's his nickname.
Yep.
He is with Storyteller Overland. Real quick, do you want to talk a little bit about your brand, and then we'll quickly go through these units, and we'll talk about some of the differentiations between these and the one that we already filmed over here.
Yeah, absolutely. So again, Storyteller Overland out of Birmingham, Alabama. So American made. We manufacture these. We've been doing it for about 6 years now. We've got about 2,800 vans on the road with happy owners, and we are launching some new stuff, some new products here that we want to show you. So you saw the dark mode before in another video, and this is our beast mode. So this is our top offering, and what makes it different than the dark mode and the classic mode are some of these stuff like our flare space tinting bumper, KC lights, 360 KC lights all the way around. We got the larger BF Goodrich tires. You got Beast wheels that are specific to the Beast. And then we got our new offering here, which is going to be a Victus suspension. So it comes with the full suspension package.
What's the benefit of your suspension?
It's high quality, top of the line. It's got 50,000 mile warranty. It's fully rebuildable.
Kind of like the King, but for the Mercedes van.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yep. Right, it's manufactured out of Spain. We're going to be selling on flare space. And you again, tire wheels, and then you got storage box. This is exactly how the Beast comes, so it's not something that you're not going to see. You got a full spare tire on the back mounted. And
tow capacity on this
is 5,000 pounds.
5,000 pounds. Okay, so it's typical to the Mercedes platform.
Yep. And then we got our flare space ladder and running boards. Like I said, 360 lights all the way around. So those it's got an ARB onboard air compressor, so you can air up and air down. As well.
You got solar on all of these?
Yeah, we do have solar. It's about 100 watts on it. Okay. But with that lithionic system and how fast it charges, it's just kind of a topper, a little. Yeah.
And a lot of that's just because of the amount of real estate you have up there.
Exactly. Right. Yeah, we put front runner roof racks on all of our builds, so that's a full roof rack platform, so you can store stuff up there. You can get up there and watch sunset, have breakfast.
I love the scene lights that you put out here as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Very nice.
So you can get everything out and all of that. So again, just a hit of that suspension just changes the ride completely, and off-road capabilities as well.
That's a coilover suspension, isn't it?
Yes. Yep. So that's cool. Factory spec for Mercedes.
Okay.
That's a major difference, because most suspensions out there are not factory specs.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
And you got to drill into the chassis frame to mount it and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
So
let's look at some interiors. So
yeah,
one of the vans, which was the other one we filmed right before these?
It was called the dark mode, but we call that our OG floor plan.
Okay, and this one has a similar floor plan, but with a wet bath in it, right?
Yes, exactly. So some people might not see themselves being able to use the Halo shower or the portable cassette toilet. And so we listened and we created the XO version of all of our floor plans. So classic XO, dark mode XO, beast mode XO.
Okay, and we'll just quickly glance inside of here so people can see what that might look like for them. Still have this really cool table, magnetically latches. That is really awesome.
Yeah,
Got your fridge right here. I love this. Check that out, guys. Look at the detail.
Yeah, so what you'll notice immediately is there's not a groove lounge. We call this the electric slide seat. So it slides over so you have more room when you're driving. It's got an electric window here, but it won't make it into a bed.
Oh, that is cool.
But what you do get is this high quality, super cool, you know, sleek design on the door. You got a full size or a full length mirror, and then you get.
We are in a camper van, so we're trying to squeeze in here. Got a full wet bath.
You got a full wet bath here.
Yep, and you got your toilet right there. Does that use a cassette on the back side of it?
It does, yep.
Okay. Very nice. You're not dealing with a black tank in here, which is really nice.
Exactly. High quality, and then this is what the bed looks like when it's down. Was the other one we had it folded up, but
this is a great travel type van. Like,
yep.
So I got a family, and when we go out, this is something that we would use to travel from one location to another, then maybe stay at a resort. Like if we go up to Billings, Montana, or if we go up to, you know, Yellowstone, we could take this, stop along the way, take our breaks, maybe, you know, camp out in a couple of truck stops, whatever. Then we get to our resort where we have a much bigger room and we can really enjoy the vacation lifestyle, but still use this to get around.
Yep.
Because it doesn't take up a lot of a big space. So you don't know, but I drive an F450 pickup truck, and it's a huge truck. And a lot of times people see the height of these Class Bs as being big, but the footprint of this van is significantly smaller than the footprint of my F450.
Yep, it's
so that's really
19
cool.
and a half feet. It fits in any parking spot, grocery store parking. The only thing you can't fit in most of the time are parking garages.
Yep, this is the kind of thing that I could definitely see using for our family as a really cool means of traveling around, and having all the luxuries, all the amenities, the refrigeration, the food. You know, the thing that everybody who has a motorhome says, I want to be able to make a sandwich while I'm on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always a sandwich.
Yep, and one thing that I forgot to point out is these are 4-season vans, so all of the electrical and plumbing are all internal. So you can camp in the mountain in the snow, you can camp in the desert in the heat, and you're good to go with all of it.
That's cool, man. Okay, so we were going to show you the interior of that one, but we already did a video on this one, and this is simply the beast mode version of this one, which just gives it the more aggressive off-road tires, the front bumper, a few enhancements to it with the rack, the lighting, all of that. And so we're not going to do that, but what we are going to do is go ahead and jump ahead to this new model. So I know that this is brand new, right, being revealed at the show. Let's talk about it. Tell me what's new, what's special about these, because I don't know a heck of a lot about camper vans, and you certainly do, so have at it.
So what you're seeing here is we're calling this the crew mode. The crew mode is called that because it is set for a family 4 or 5, depending on how you want to do. You have 2 sleeping quarters, and you know, we've been listening to a lot of our customers and people who want a little more space, but they still want a Storyteller, and so we came up with this 170 that caters to that, and we think is really cool and something that's not even out on the market at all.
Okay, so same question I asked with one of the other ones. How many people can travel in this safely from a seat belted mode?
Yep, so 5 people can travel safely in this. The seats are pool tested as well for car seats. One is removable. This seat here is removable. We just set it outside.
Okay, I was kind of wondering.
Camping.
I was like, okay, where would that seat be? I see the track system in the floor.
And then this slides against the wall, but when you're driving, it'll slide forward, so everyone's facing forward.
Oh, that is nice. So is it a 3 seating?
Yes.
Okay, so all 3 seats, kind of like the back of a pickup truck. You're gonna have all 3 next to each other.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
And what you're seeing here is a hard top pop-up that's integrated, so it's not the same as like a rooftop tent that's a clamshell. This is hard-sided, it's electric, it's fully integrated with power.
Oh, it's hard-sided as well.
Exactly, waterproof, and it has max fan in there.
That actually looks really cozy. That is a really, really cool feature, especially considering it's hard-sided. There you go. That is really, really cool.
Yeah.
It really expands the capabilities of this from a camping perspective.
Yeah. We'll get this out of the way for the sake of the video. So aesthetics, again, we're super huge on you know, the quality and the way everything looks. So we went with a black counter and wood, aluminum backsplash with a cool design. You got high-end fixtures here, beautiful sink.
I like the flip-up counter right here as well.
Yeah.
All solid surface materials. This feels like slate.
Yeah, it does.
Really nice.
Induction cooktop.
Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
You have your touch panel here. Everything you need, lighting, all that wonderful stuff. You have a huge bed here. This is a 170, so you're sleeping north to south, where on the other vans you're sleeping east to west.
Okay.
You do still have our flares on here, full depth flares. There's a slide out tray here. You put your bikes on or whatever else
awesome. Yeah, for sure.
you want. So,
and, you know, I'm an avid mountain biker, and that's always something I'm looking for.
Yeah.
Is where do I fit my bike? And
Yep.
that's super cool.
Yep, so bike fits in there. You got bench seats on both sides, and then it turns into a bunk system. So you have sleeping for 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top, and then 2 up here.
Well, that is really cool.
So you got sleeping for 6 in this 170.
All right, so we have our Contour. This is a smaller refrigerator. I love how you can open the door from either side.
Yes.
Which is really cool. Basically, once it latches here, it lets you open it from that side if you want to. And then you have your Furrion microwave up top, dual induction cooktop over there. And this is a convection microwave, so I see the convect button
Yep.
right there. One thing that I love, before we open up the bathroom,
Yeah.
I was looking at this slide tray right here, and I'm like, how does that work? I love the fact that this right here obviously lifts up, so your muddy, dirty bike,
Yep.
that, you know, it just starts pouring down rain and you want to get it inside, you throw it on the tray's going to get dirty, but then you just slide the whole thing in here, and you're not transferring dirt, you're not rolling your bike
Right.
full of dirt into the inside of your coach.
Exactly.
That is really, really cool.
And high quality cabinets. These don't shrink or swell, so you're not getting rattles when you're driving down the road. Aluminum construction. These are they're silent. They're fantastic. It's super strong, super clean looking. You got your ambient lighting here. That is dimmable as well. This one does change to red as well.
We have our wet bath right here, I'm presuming.
Yep. Wet bath like you saw on the other version.
They have the mirror covered up because it's new and protected.
Yeah, and nicer components for your shower.
You got a cassette toilet in here as well, so you're not dealing with the black tank. That is really, really cool. This is a great, great idea, and it's a prototype, so I guess you're just kind of gauging the market at this point to see if you're going to bring it to market, or is this actually going to come to market?
This is actually coming to market. It'll be available for retail in December. This is just the first rendering of it. There might be a couple changes to some of it that you probably wouldn't notice anyways, but you know,
big TV up here.
Yeah,
Needs a big TV up here, I think.
I always tell people, you see these windows and you see that out there, that's your TV.
Yep.
But just a ton of storage. You got 40 gallons of fresh water. Sleeping for 6 for your family, it just doesn't exist.
No,
So,
this is absolutely beautiful, man. I really appreciate it. We've looked at a lot of Storyteller or Overland RVs so far, all made in where?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Birmingham, Alabama. This is not a Canadian company. This is not a foreign company. This is a U.S. manufacturer, and they're building a super, super high quality product. We've looked at all of these, except the interior of this one, which is the same as the interior of that one. We looked at their crazy off-road ones over here. There's just so much here to look at. Now we've looked at a prototype, so this is really cool. When will this be available?
December.
December, okay.
You can place orders now, but it'll be ready for delivery in December.
Okay, is there anything special on the outside we need to take a look at, or is it pretty standard for Campervan on the outside?
Pretty standard 170. We do the off-road tires and graphics package.
Okay.
But for the most part, it is your standard 170 dually.
Okay, well, Captain, I appreciate your time again.
Yes.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for keeping U.S. manufacturing here in the U.S.
Absolutely.
And doing it at an exceptionally high level of quality. That's the key here. It doesn't matter if it's built here in the U.S. If it's built like crap,
Right.
it's crap.
Right.
But when you build something super high quality and you take pride in your product, that's really a special thing.
Exactly.
Yep. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to the channel, give me a thumbs up, and we'll talk to you again very soon.